Hello, hello, testing, testing, test mic, 1, 2, 3. Live, live. Hey, 还没有开 video. Hello, hello, testing, testing. Can hear me? Can hear me? My branding strategies ask me to must dress smarter. Then must style my hair. Okay, got effort today got style hair. At home so must wait, I share on my normal feed first. Hello, hello, good evening. Your side daytime. Hey, hello Vicky, hello. This one today is Michael Jordan house. Must do something interesting Every day change house. This one is Michael Jordan house. Nice, right? Wow, all these celebrity very very. Wow, I really admire their house. So big, so sure. Yeah. Today I show you Michael Jordan house. Oh, you very on time, Vicky. Thank you for your support. Yeah lah, must look good lah, of course lah. Today more handsome a bit got style hair. Okay. Wait a while for more people see. Today talk about what Today I talk about why some people take HDB loan versus bank loan when purchasing their first HDB. And also anything you want to ask then interactive a bit. Then what else I want to talk about? Maybe I really don't know Okay maybe I just quick one Today very fast, quick sharing Okay, today we all know that HDB loan is at 2.6%, right? HDB loan 2.6%. And bank loan right now offering 1.6%, I think, for HDB loan. But sometimes why do HDB buyers, right, when they go into the market, they still want to use HDB loan? What is the pros? What is the cons? Today we just do a bit of sharing. The one to do live screening. So live screen, my face becomes smaller. I share screen, share the details. So some people, right, when they are like for example purchasing their first house, when going for their first resale HDB, they may be in a situation whereby, like for example, I use a very rough figure 400,000. For example, a foreign flat is 400,000. The cash proceed, right? They need to prepare, right? 400,000 times 5%, it's 20,000. So some I'm not mentioning all. Some people they may have short in terms of cash. So sometimes you can see agent advertising some of the HDB listing, right? They put low deposit. What does this means, right? It means to say, right, we all know that HDB purchase, right, you require 1,000 option fee. That one is cash, plus 4,000 exercise fee. That one is also cash. But sometimes we can work around in the way whereby if the client want to use a lot of CPF into the house, right, can be done, because CPF, right, HDB loan, right, you can do low cash. Can do low cash. What do I mean by that? Because HDB loan, they can allow you to do up to 90% bank loan, but the terms and condition is you have to wipe out all of your CPF. But now the new ruling is you can save, you can set aside 20,000 inside your CPF ordinary account. You don't have to wipe out everything. So in the past, some savvy insurance agent, they will teach people, they will say that, hey, before the HDB wipe out your CPF, right, why not you park aside and do some investments first. Then after your loan approved already, right, then you sell back the CPF or something like that. I know some of them, they are doing that in the past, but I think many people are still doing so in the hello Celeste, hello. Many people are still doing in the market right now, still practicing it. So something it's not something new lah. So it's especially good for people who have low cash at the present moment, and then they will want to take advantage of this HDB loan in order to max out. Because versus a bank loan, right? Bank loan only offer you up to 75% maximum loan. HDB loan you can go up to 90%, but terms and condition, you have to wipe out all your CPF ordinary account. So most of the time, many people, right, they don't usually take the max 90% one. They will take probably even lesser than that because their CPF inside got a lot of money, right? So like sometimes, right, if we see as I'm talking, I was sharing just now, right, some of the people, right, some of the agents they marketing their HDB, especially those listings, right, there's 400,000 and below, right, they market as low deposit, meaning to say sometimes maybe I'm saying maybe during like bad times I heard of colleagues are saying that, oh, $1 option fee, $1 exercise fee also can be done. But now very rare already lah. Now it's very hard to find this kind of $1 deal already. So lowest amount to consider is $1 ma. Is to form a binding contract lah. So $1 option fee, $1 exercise fee can be done. Legally, nothing wrong, right? So $2 you can buy a HDB flat already. But now the seller also will find it very funny lah. You put such a low interest, low deposit to buy a 400,000 house or 300,000 house. So low deposit is still possible in today's market, especially so for people who do not want to use so much cash into the house. Maybe they want to set aside the cash, right, to do renovation for the house. So that is why they decided not to take private bank loan. They want to take HDB loan, because HDB loan you can use all your CPF into that house. As a majority lah. So maybe the upfront cash you need to put up, right, maybe it's like how much I just take for example $500 option fee, $500 exercise fee, 1K then plus admin fee, everything all in maybe 2K ish for cash then the remaining everything use CPF, then they take HDB loan can be done. So 2K cash to buy HDB so that is something that I think the government is also good to help out that lots of people who are having difficulties to have cash on hand. This is also good for them to at least secure a housing on their own. Hello, top fan. Who's the top fan? Yeah. So anything interactive, anything you want to ask, just type in the comment. I can read the comment. Say hello if you're here so that I know you're here. So today I just briefly touched on why people want to take HDB loan versus bank loan. But of course, the trick is you can actually refinance the HDB loan. Meaning to say, right, for example, today I already took up the HDB loan, right? Then after not so obvious maybe after paying a few months you can actually go to a private bank and say that, hey, I want to refinance my HDB loan. This is a trick. So people who are listening, this is the trick. You can change your HDB loan to a private bank loan, but vice versa cannot. Meaning to say, you first take up the HDB loan, subsequently you change to private bank loan. Can be done. But if you already took out a bank loan, you cannot go back to HDB loan. So this is something that a lot of people don't know. A lot of people they are not aware of this loophole or this secret trade secret not say trade secret a lot of people know already but I just want to share this some people that I come across still really don't know that this thing can be done. So once you, but of course there's some what do they call, terms and condition usually private banks they don't entertain you if your loan amount is very small. So typically they will be looking at least 100,000 to 150,000 worth of loan. Then they may consider to take up your case. Anything below that, right? They will say, don't bother wasting time because the costing to acquire you, the expenses to maintain you as this customer, right, is probably more than the bank interest that they can earn from the 100,000. 100,000 how much only? 100,000 loan is 2.6% is what? 2,600 per year. So the banks also not so motivated to pursue you lah, put it this way. So for peanuts to them is peanuts. So for refinancing, right? If let's say your HDB loan is a big amount, then yes, then you can first probably take out the HDB loan first. Then subsequently you can do a refinance to a private bank loan. But then again, better be careful, check carefully first what is the procedure and all that before you execute this. Yeah. Okay. Hey, hello Iris, top fan. Hello. Feel like eating peanuts now. Ayo, 10 p.m. already. Don't eat peanuts. Later you grow fat like me. During this CB, I put on a lot of weight. Must cut down already. I wear back my nice shirt. All the tight fit shirt. Wow, now like very now some cannot wear already, to be honest. You better don't chew on the wrong side. Yeah. So just a quick sharing why some people want to take HDB loan versus bank loan, even though the bank loan now is very, very low because of all these consideration. And of course, some don't know I can say this or not. I just quick sharing maybe I just share very broadly If you are taking HDB loan, right, if you are not keeping up with your payments, right, the flexibility is more as compared to private bank loan. I say until like that can already Don't want to say too obvious and in depth. So if you miss that, I repeat again. If you're taking HDB loan, if you miss a couple of months of your payment, it is more flexible. The HDB attitude to you is more flexible. Put it this way, okay. So I don't want to exploit this I don't want people to know this or I don't want a lot of people to know this because I think it's not good also. People, if let's say people were to take advantage of all these things, I always believe that you should always buy what you can afford, and you should always buy within your means, and don't overstretch when you make a property purchase, especially if it's a big ticket item. So always do your finances properly before you go into any property purchase. Vicky, I feeling you want to eat boba ice cream. Order Hey, that one nice the bubble tea ice cream that one nice. So sad, 你去拔牙 Iris, you go and pluck teeth is it? I missed out Iris' question on the top. What question? Iris, sorry, I cannot see your question. Can you type again? I missed out the comment. I didn't see from the chat. What Iris asked, don't mind someone help me type out again. Yeah, so I was sharing what's happening on the ground like HDB versus HDB loan versus bank loan. What is the pros? What's the cons? Pretty much that's the thing Okay. Yeah, speedy recovery. So just for people who are just coming in, today I just do a bit more interactive session. Anything you want to ask, just type inside the comment. I was sharing the key differences between taking a HDB loan versus a bank loan. What is the pros? What is the cons? Of course, if we can afford the 5% down payment cash, and also of course if we can go for more, how to say, if you can go for something that you can afford, right? Now if you take a private bank loan, right, the interest rate is much more fantastic. Because in the past, if you realize, right, in the past, during our parents' generation, right, the HDB loan, if you is at 2.6%, and then I would say makes sense. Because the bank interest rate probably is about 3 to 5% during the growing phases of Singapore. But now the interest rate, because our unique structure of tying to the US, it's like the past how many years 5-6 years is below 2.5 so it's almost like you go and take private bank loan makes more sense, right? Or as compared to HDB loan. But then of course there are some pros and cons people who still want to choose to go for taking a HDB loan. Oh, okay, Vicky. Okay, I saw the thing already. If husband work in XXX Bank, if we take SSS Bank loan, is it worth it? Okay, okay. This one is I know lah. All the banks they have some internal staff rate. So the staff rate, right? You go and read the terms. If you quit your job, right, the bank loan there's some penalty or some clawback one. A lot of people is doing that. DBS Bank lah, UOB Bank lah, OCBC Bank lah. They got staff rate one because you are the staff ma. You work for them You are you are their money generating machine They have to treat you well ma. And in order to entice you to stay long term with them, right? They give you staff bank loan rate, which public cannot access one. So that's why I was thinking of exploiting this because as my wife go and work inside the DBS bank, then when we are going to buy property, then once take ready, right, then try to endure first for the first 5 years or what, enjoy the low rate. I think it's like 0.2 or 0.3% lower than the public rate, right? I don't know what's the exact rate, but there is terms and condition one. It's not so easy to enjoy the rate lah, the staff rate lah. You are saying the staff rate, of course, uh, the staff rate, of course, definitely is much better than what is offering in the outside one. Same thing lah. Today you are the what Today you are the car salesman of BMW. Of course, you got staff discount right or not? Right. So if you are working for what Giordano, you buy the shirt also got staff discount right? Same thing what? Hey Iris, yes, I can see your comment now. Hello. Hey, hello Melvin. Hello. 老板. Yes. Cannot take and yeah, Vicky, I know yes, you cannot take the bank loan and run one. If you never fulfill, right, they got some terms and condition one. They will make sure that you will stay behind lah, work for them lah. They want you to work for them for long term so that is what's that called the business strategy, retention staff retention package. This is one of the business strategy to keep the retention low. Then as a staff you won't think of jumping ship to another bank or what. Good idea. Yeah, yes, correct. Staff rate. I think it's worth it. Of course, if you have the access and you don't see yourself changing job, take lah. Why not? In fact, some of the foreign banks because I always think that the property loan, right, for local bank is much more favorable. I always think that way lah. But some of the foreign banks I came across the staff when they go and buy properties, right? Their staff rate they show me wow, very good at your staff rate. Go and take staff rate. Don't take other bank already since you are like I don't know, just anyhow quote just 随便 quote For example, you are Citibank staff. Then of course you take your own staff rate lah. Don't take the outside rate already ma. If let's say your own staff rate is very attractive, why not just take lah? I mean, high chance is the house. High chance the house that you're buying, right? You're probably going to hold it for the next 5 years ma. So if let's say if you really want to change job, I think next 5 years good enough, right? You should be staying in that present job for at least 5 years ma. Hey Melvin, hello. Yeah lah. My house every day change because of you I want to show you very nice house from all over the world. Today, right, this one is Michael Jordan house. Michael Jordan. You know who is Michael Jordan, right? Haha. Yeah, this one is Michael Jordan house. Yeah lor. So I was sharing about HDB loan versus bank loan when purchasing your HDB. Yeah. What is the pros? What is the cons? Okay. Yeah. Then also market is really crazy the property market really I would say very packed it's really very packed a lot of activities, a lot of I would say June I mentioned this before but when the mid-July statistics come out, you see June confirm is like boom, shoot up one. The people going to buy in April and May one, right, all squeeze into June when it open up you see the transaction volume will shoot out like crazy. So if let's say we are talking about volume wise, right, I think it's going to be even higher than April volume. Yeah. Then right now in the market, right, of course there will be always some people. It's like half glass full and half glass empty lah. Some people always choose to look at the half empty. Some people always look at the half empty, half full. But as a responsible advisor, is always good that they can show you both sides to say that, hey, okay, on one side, some people is saying this. On the other side, some people is saying this. You make your own decision. So on the ground, you can see some people are suffering retrenchment and all these things. But on the other side, you can see there's still a lot of people with a lot of money. They're still buying property. They're still thinking that the property market is positive and it will go even higher up, especially after the phase 2 is open up. So you look at the recent news for the new project. Wow, moving like hot cake there. I think during circuit breaker, right? The top selling project Park Esta, Florence Residences, Park Clementes, Treasures, all these top selling one. Wow, clear very fast. I think it's even more than the normal period. So it's a bit scary, I would say. You always think that, yeah, this market is very bad. Nobody's buying. But in fact, people still buying. People still buying. But then of course it's depending on what industry they're in. Yes, you are right. So I would say a lot of times, right, is how we think the project will be performing in the future, and how we select and choose the right property that fits our both the lifestyle needs as well as our investment needs. Upcoming, right, as I was sharing yesterday about the supply cut, second half of this year, right, only got 3 plot of land being released by the government. Going to be lesser and lesser, because when this current batch of a new project is taken up, right, it's like no more stock already lor. Then you have to wait for the next batch to come out. So I always share with people this like durian now is like 旺季 the bumper crop season. A lot of units out in the market for you to choose, but you don't want to buy. Then when you want to wait to buy, I always ask people because now is the time whereby developers, they are all launching all at the same time, and they have to clear it by I think the bulk of it is deadline is coming in 2023, whereby they will need to pay ABSD if for those unsold unit. But it's really the demand can absorb one, because based on the previous year's charting and all these things, right, the yearly take-up rate is hovering around 7.5k to 10k thereabout. Then from now till then, still got 3 more years, right? Then currently, I think the unsold one is about how much? 27k thereabout. So if you times it, it's like more than enough for them to clear. So if you are talking about like some people, they say that, I want to wait the developer cannot sell finish, then I go and buy. Ayo, please difficult because we are on the market, we know. Like for example, today for example, I am a developer AYZ, ABC, XYZ. Okay, I need to meet the so-called deadline to sell or whatsoever. Very easy. I give either number one, or I give more discount to clear, right? Or number two, I give agent more incentive to go and push and close, which is what's happening in the market now. As you can see from all these mega launches that's happening, right? A lot of new project has been motivated to sell. Motivated to sell meaning to say, like I just quote a very good example during this circuit breaker, right? The fastest seller is the developer. Developer, they are sellers of big projects. They have a lot of units to clear, right? So they are the fastest people to react. They introduce things like flash discount. Like for example, a particular stack, they give flash discount. Oh, okay, for this week, 21st to 27 June, for example, I just quoting randomly. If you buy this particular stack, 5,000 off, something like that. So they are giving this kind of flash discount, and also they are the fastest ones to update us like, I will be sharing a lot more video walkthrough dollhouse the 3D dollhouse then you can click on the like something like a 3D tour one, but it's like you can click. I don't know. Next time I show you like a hologram thing. So developers, right, in the market, right, they are the biggest property seller in the whole market. They got the most units to clear. So they are also the fastest people to Number one, price the unit sensitively. And also number two, provide agents are very good materials and provide us a lot of good motivations to help them sell the unit. Whereas today, I'm working on a resale seller. That means a condo that is individual. Wow, if let's say it's owner's day, then I want to arrange for viewing. Sometimes you say, oh, I'm not at home. Sorry, can you come another day? Uh, what else? You know, it's like very difficult to arrange an actual view. Then sometimes when I want to do physical view, then I say, I want to do a virtual viewing, then I say, oh, I don't know how to use Zoom. Like this kind of thing will happen. So when we are selling for individual owner, right, the challenges that we face is there. So it's harder to, present it properly virtually via Zoom as compared to, let's say we are talking about new project. That is the reason why, right, you see a resale project, right, April, the volume dropped. May, the volume also dropped. But I tell you, June, shoot up like crazy because myself, on my side, I already experiencing on the ground a lot of buyers coming out to buy already. Then a lot of units already sold. I tell you, June is going to be another crazy month. A lot of resale agents, right, doing resale property, right, they will be clearing stock like hotcake. I tell you. So it is the time, right? If let's say today you are like those people who say, wait for virtual, wait for the what CB to be over. I want to view, I want to see physically. This is the thing that I tell you during the circuit breaker already. It's like I understand you want to see physically, but now you can see what's going on in the market already. It's like, wow, some units already sold. And some units, it's the same thing all over again. It's the same problem. If it's the tenanted unit, the tenant say, for example, like for example, I serving a buyer, Mr. and Mrs. Tan, go and see project ABC this Sunday 2 p.m. 2 p.m. to 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Then Mr. and Mrs. Tan only can make it Sunday 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. When I arrange, there's a tenant say, oh, sorry, Saturday 10 a.m. only. I only open up during this day. You want, you come. If not, Sunday, whole day I'm not free. Wow, then have to arrange the following weekend. Then the following weekend come, the same thing happen again. So these are the challenges that we are facing, like on the ground. How, like simple things like arranging for viewing, like arranging for the person staying inside, right, to open the house for us to show buyer, right, it's so very difficult. So sometimes it's like, uh, ayo, if I can really record down the conversation, the things that the challenges that we are facing, then people understand, oh, real estate agent not easy there. Like you all see, how to say, like sometimes some people say, wow, now you all see like, wow, you're making big money and all this, like very easy. But a lot of times the behind the scene things, right, not often seen by consumers, by public. Like even the what I cannot say name again. The red color one, the website that we have to post our property on it, right? When I first started doing agent, right, 1 year they charge $300 plus only. Okay, the subscription fee the payment just recently $300 right for 50 posting. That means I can put 50 property concurrently, right, for how much? $350 per year. $350 per year. Recently, I renew again. $2,600. Wow, something like that. And then now they got the different system to play the ads credit. Each credit, right, we repost or bump up the listing, right, to refresh, right, is 50 cents. Even though it's like not a lot, the listing is like times. Like for example, I post condo, right, is like 50 cents times 8 credit. So it's like $4. So $4 daily repost, something like that. So if you calculate times the properties that we are currently selling, right, plus sometimes we need to create the bump effect the boost the what, like give a heavier exposure on you, right? We need to spend more money. The fact of the matter is, right, yes, technology has helped us, right, to cut the costing, but at the same time, right, these dominant players, right, they are also increasing the pricing very scarily over here. Wow, xiong xiong it's not easy. Our marketing costs every year keep rising. Yeah. Hey, sorry, a bit off topic. Ranting already. Complaining to you my business cost really. But I would say overall, property market is still a very vibrant one, still very exciting. Things are still very, I would say, positive. There are still a lot of people out there who needs very good real estate advice. And then I'm always happy to be here to share with people. Always, you know, want to help people lah. Right. Of course, this is my job to do this, and we are com based, 100% com based, meaning to say we don't have fixed monthly salary. So it motivate us to push for deals lah, make things happen lah. So for those people who are self-employed, they will know what I'm talking about. For those people who are like 9 to 5 one, then probably harder to relate lah. We have to really constantly wake up, really think of how to make things happen like that. The mentality is very different one. Like we wake up already, wow, today, hey, which house can faster clear oh, okay, today which buyer has a more urgent need. I need to faster go and present the solutions to them and all these things. So it's really not easy. I will say like every year, especially with the evolving technology and all these things, right? Every year the challenges get harder and harder, the competition get more intense, and of course with the digitalization and all these things, right? It makes our job more and more challenging and demanding. In the past, the response rate, I would say lah, if let's say you take 2 days to respond to a person, right, it probably still okay. But now, right, it's like within 1 hour you must respond to the person one. Well, if I can show, I don't know I want to show or not. Wow, today a bit ranting. I pour my sorrow out a bit today. If I can show you a screenshot, the buyer texted me, the person texted me 10:30 a.m. Hi, can I view this Saturday 2 p.m.? Then I was busy the whole day lah. I didn't reply, so I didn't even reply yes, no or anything. So 4:30 p.m. He messaged, "Hello, you there?" The person "Hello, you there?" 4:30 10:30 a.m. then 4:30 p.m. Then I say, "Hi, sorry, I'm in the midst of appointment now." I reply at 4:30 "Hi, I'm in the midst of appointment now. Can I send you the information shortly, and then I will confirm with you the appointment for this Saturday." Then he say, "Never mind, it's okay. I think your response is slow. I will not see this house for the time being." Wow, say, my fault lah. 10:30 a.m. never reply. Then 4:30 p.m. I reply, tell him say that I will send him more information at a later timing. Then he say he don't want to see the property anymore. Wow, pain, heart pain. This is like sometimes it's really hard pain because for us we run a business every customer that comes it counts it's like we are opening a provision shop every customer come in, but I'm busy attending to another customer. Then the customer see I busy, then walk away. Wow, heart pain. This one is I don't know you all know what the kind of feeling or not. Yeah, so if you know, you type in the comment. Suddenly very quiet today, you all got anything you all want to ask me to talk about or not? Anything you all want me to comment or not? Then I can share some things with you all lah. Then at least make your what's that called watching me fruitful can learn something. Yeah, because likewise for today I also never uh, prepare anything. So yeah lor. Technology is moving very fast. I think not just for the real estate industry. If you are following my page closely, right, you read all the things that I post up. I'm always very concerned about businesses, small businesses in Singapore, and I'm always very concerned about how people are how to say people are adapting into their daily life. I am also always concerned about their job, because all these things is very fundamental. Because in Singapore, it's like the cost of living is really very tough so we also want to make sure that everything is win-win Yeah, Vicky, can hear your voice son, I can see your comment. I feel very happy. I understand your feeling. Yes. Yeah, so yeah today just a bit of a renting lah, renting don't mind Today just a bit of renting. Tell you my challenges Then I don't know you all want to listen about what thing tomorrow I prepare more. Yesterday I got prepare right. Yesterday a bit of material plus a bit of interactive okay lah Yesterday I talked about the election coming so you can see what is the improvement that is coming up in your estate. Just go downstairs, see your notice board, you will see they paste all the information all over already. Then I also share that the government cut the land supply which is also one of the strategy that they try to do a price control So second half they cut even more in terms of the supply. Only got 3 government land sales being offered for the second half of this year. Yeah. Vicky, thank you. Don't good things will come. Yes. Iris, don't mind. Don't mind what? What you don't mind? Sorry, the comments and the feed got a lag. So you must say don't mind something what? So sad my house delay 9 months. Yeah, Vicky, don't be sad because of the COVID everybody delay not just you. Actually, the more jialat people, right, the more poor thing people, right, I feel is people who already sell their house and they move into their house, right, not renovated. Can you imagine not your kitchen not done, your toilet not done, then you sleep on a not renovated house that feeling more sad delay. Hey, you still got your a place to stay still not so bad. It's just that got delay But imagine those people right got stuck in between one. They moved in into a unrenovated house then they got to endure. I don't know whether like they can bathe and shit inside their house or not. That's the thing Wow, imagine that Yeah, correct lah. A lot of people who cannot wait for the BTO, yes, you are right. Vicky, you are right. Some people they see there's delay from the BTO side, right? They think maybe they want to get resale HDB. You are right. Iris asking which zones property has the best profit margin? Profit margin very hard to justify. Profit margin in terms of percentage, maybe I just share like for example you will always see this BTO effect BTO effect. What I mentioned by that right is that you buy the BTO, it's very difficult to buy because of the requirements, because of the balloting and all these things. When you finally get it, you need wait 3 months for construction, 5 years to MOP. Then when it MOP 5th year that time, right, you will see a lot of annoying agents come and door knock on your house. Want to sell a house. I used to do that also So no choice This is our game This is how we play the game Because MOP house is the most desirable A lot of people will look for it A lot of people will look for MOP house. So you can see like for example 4-room flat you buy 200 plus thousand, you sell at open market 400 plus thousand. That's the profit margin you can get out of it But then again today if you see like private condo right, a lot of times right you can see that if let's say you want to make a profit margin you have to buy places where there's transformation going on that's key number one Transformation meaning by what I mean is that today right you go to an area, nothing happening that means the government not paying attention to the area, there's not much activity going on you buy into this area, jialat, die, your property stagnant, not much movement. But you buy into area government building new roads wider expressway new MRT new shopping mall new parks all these things is development infrastructural development So some key areas or some interesting hotspot to look at for today Punggol Digital District, Woodlands Regional Hub, second CBD in Jurong. The Jurong one still haven't complete Second CBD area is still not yet. The story haven't complete If let's say it's a storybook chapter 1 to chapter 10 maybe now only chapter 4, chapter 5 still got 4 or 5 more chapter to go So if people who always look at Jurong, they say, the price very expensive already, cannot grow already. Hey, it's not true still growing The plan was first announced in 2008 if I'm not wrong. But you see a lot of things not yet done The regional line still not yet completed. The innovation district not yet completed. The the HSR they want waiting for Malaysia waiting for our good friend neighbor. Okay, still not yet completed. The what else happening in Jurong? The mega Tuas board also not yet completed. So Jurong that side still got a lot of things haven't finished the mega project. Another one is the eastern side the eastern gateway, the Changi the side aviation. If you see Terminal 5, very big. Last time I did show during one of the video. Maybe next few days I try to showcase one more time about the whole country lah, Singapore lah. A lot of development going on, mega development not just like I built MRT, that's it. Not just about the MRT station. It's like big transformation ongoing. East part we got the Changi Aviation ongoing. Then south part we got the Greater Southern Waterfront plus the Marina District. Marina that side also growing into a new extended CBD. So a lot of things going on, a lot of growth going on. But of course, if today you have to balance because you need a house to stay If you sell HDB, you buy condo, you can't possibly buy a place in say Marina. Then your kids study where you have to think your primary school. So sometimes it's like mix. Probably people want to go near place like, for example, where Tampines that side still got schools Then you can also still can capture the growth from the Changi that side. Then probably Woodland also got regional hub. That got some very good schools also. The idea is also try to be as close to the center of the attention of the activity center of the activity like how I describe okay, like today you throw a stone into the pond, right? There's ripple, right? Got ripple, right? So we always say ripple effect but the most impact and the most hit one is where the stone lands, right? You know what I mean? So like for example, if you talk about the eye of transformation, right? The dot of it, right? Is of course as near as possible You want to get to the action as close to the center of the action as possible. But if don't have, at least capture the ripple effect Don't be like walao, stay so. If you just see, you can tell one You see your area, right? Got any big transformation or not? If not, then your property price confirm stagnant for the next 5 years, 10 years right? This is what I mean Yeah. Hey, thank you, Aris. Don't mind me renting. Thank you. Vicky, or even stretch their budget a little bit. Yeah, correct. Yeah, so it's all about managing your lifestyle needs at the same time and also managing your investment. But then again, if after selling your BTO, people always encourage, hey, why not go and buy new property? New property got the growth story. You still can, capture another wave of growth. Same thing like, for example, today I go and buy a developer project, 3 years, 3 years construction. A lot of people cannot buy Some people they need to wait for their kids. They going for primary school and all these things. They need a place to stay So during that 3 years where they stay, they cannot So they have to buy. If they want to buy brand new MOP one, right? Then that's where that most demand will come in as well. Like just to quote example, like for example, if you see today, Aljunied MRT that side, Sim Urban Oasis recently TOP TOP is temporary occupation permit That means the owners take key already You can see go and see the 3-bedroom there selling how much? Wow, not cheap, For 3-bedroom over at near Aljunied MRT that side, the selling price really not cheap. Then for people who last time who bought one, happy for them they make money already because they can buy in early So the TOP effect is quite similar to the MOP effect. MOP is like minimum 5 years occupation permit So after 5 years you can sell already. Everybody make money already. Then they exit out. For people who are comfortable there, then they don't want to exit, they just stay put Then they cannot. HDB is something that you cannot unlock the profit one. No matter what, HDB don't allow you to unlock the profit because your money is stuck inside the house already. The only way to unlock the profit is to sell because you cannot do refinance, you cannot do equity term loan, you cannot do it for HDB. So bopian, you have to sell your HDB to unlock the profit that is captured over there. It's like stock market the price increase already, but you never sell means you never realize the profit So same thing, if HDB you MOP already, you can see your property increase already, right? You never sell means you never realize the profit You never capture out the cash money or CPF money that's stuck inside the house. So after selling, what is your next plan moving forward? That is the important thing that you have to ask yourself. You have to think about where you're going to stay next. Then you have to think about what is the best option out there that we all are greedy Number one, settle your lifestyle need. Lifestyle need, like for example, near kids primary school or something, or probably near working place. So number one, we still need to settle the lifestyle need one. Then number two, we talk about whether or not is there any more growth or potential growth that we can capture from the property or not. I always like to encourage people who are financially ready, people who are financially savvy, try to always go for private property lah. Because private property really you don't have a lot of restriction lah. It's the restriction part that you know, wow, very 辛苦 very difficult lah. A lot of restriction for the HDB part. Like I say during the previous video again and again, HDB objective is to provide affordable housing for the masses. Affordable housing means prices will not be high, whether we like it or not. Why I keep blinking today? Okay, 打广告啊, huh? Celeste, my wife. Yeah, later go and drink the what berry essence. Yeah. Tired already lah. The one whole day run outside. Yeah lah. Today so many appointment. So must work harder right? Now phase 2 already open up already. Yeah lor. Wow, 10:45 again already. You all have anything you all want to ask me or comment inside, just feel free. I will do my best to share with you all what kind of things or information you want to talk about. Yep. If not tomorrow, I try to prepare some things to talk about with you guys. Yeah. Yeah, if nothing, then you'll be what? Sing song. If nothing, then I say goodbye already. Late already. All right. Okay. Bye, everyone. Today, this one is Michael Jordan house. Just so you know. Bye.